Touchdown, touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Tell me the ending. I'm trying to collect. SOS.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set, ready. Go to base. Get this work on. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Jackson options out left. And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You go tight. You got tight. Hey. Touch 50. Flare. Chance. Orbit. Watch twist. Watch.
To try again after the sack. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll run it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, it's Carson, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Wilson, and it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Easy.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Chris Wormley able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Wilson now operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch out.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson is complete to Lockett. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab, and the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Ready to go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Rest. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 23-yard run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make the... Bang out.
Throwing again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jackson on third and long. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
49's the mic. Whoa. They're going to need some therapy after this. 49, guys. Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one